Hello, friendly people of the internet. I am Hyper Super Sora, and with me I have, as always, and we're here back with the MCU reviews. For us, it's been a while.
Oh, yes.
For us, we started these before No Way Home came out, but as you can tell by the release date, and you've probably already seen it, we did not do that.
Yeah.
But we're back with Captain America, the first Avenger. Not going to lie, Captain America was never my favorite character before he got introduced into the MCU.
Okay. To be honest, I didn't know who Captain America was.
I knew who he was through an Avengers cartoon because there was an episode with him showing up in it and Ant-Man kind of feeling like he wasn't the leader anymore. By the way, that show had Ant-Man as leader.
Cool.
I will talk more about this point when we get to the Ant-Man review, but I got a rant saving up for that.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's going to be fun. But what was the plot of Captain America, the First Avenger?
So basically, it starts out with a small scrawny guy, Steve Rogers.
That's not where it starts.
Oh.
It starts with them finding this undercover ship, this ship in ice. They're drilling into it, and then they reveal this ice, push away some of the dust and stuff. You see the shield.
Oh, yeah.
Then we get into the flashback with this little scrawny kid,
Steve Rogers,
trying to sign up for the military and going, nope, nope, nope. Like 5 times he's rejected.
Yeah.
Now, I couldn't really peg it down, but I think the effects with him being scrawny Steve, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it tricked my eye, but my eyes aren't exactly the most in-depth of spotting effects.
Yeah.
I could tell the gel was fake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But he keeps trying and trying and trying. And his friend Bucky says, you know that's illegal, right?
Yeah.
Eventually they're going to catch you.
Yeah.
But Steve retorts with this. Bucky, there are people laying their lives down on this. I have no right to do any less than them.
Yeah. And someone overhears him, and it's a man by the name of Dr. Erskine. He comes to Steve and says, "Well, hey, if you really want to join the military,
do you want to kill Nazis?
I'll help you out, but you have to answer a question first. Do you really want to kill Nazis?"
Is this a test?
Yes.
I don't want to kill anyone. I don't like bullies. I don't care where they're from.
Yeah.
The reason why the doctor chose Steve, and we'll figure this out later in the movie, is...
he's a good man.
Yeah, he's a good man, and the serum that he's making enhances everything. Good becomes great, bad becomes worse.
Yeah.
And we see that with Cap's mirror in this.
Yeah.
Now, you could argue the MCU villains aren't really that good until, like, phase 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Red Skull is the classic, you and I aren't so different.
Yeah.
By the way, we all know it's Red Skull. We all know it.
Yeah.
Alright, So Steve is the good that became great.
Yeah. Red Skull is the bad that became worse.
Mm-hmm. So they do this procedure. We get introduced to who I think was the standout character in this movie.
Peggy Carter.
Yeah. Like, no joke. If you asked me if I wanted to see a movie with Peggy Carter or Black Widow in it, I'd say Peggy Carter 100% of the time.
Oh, well, you were in for a treat, because even though there's not a movie, a standalone movie, there is a series with her.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't get more of her. I felt the actress was really good.
Oh, yes.
I like what they did with the character.
Oh, yes.
Now, you could say it was kind of basic.
Yeah.
Female character and usually a male role having to prove themselves. Yeah, that's fine and good. I felt the romance with Cap was great.
Oh, yes.
They had some really good chemistry, I believe.
Oh, yes. Oh, and don't fuck with her. She's a badass.
Well, that's also true.
Yeah.
So, she's multifaceted.
Oh, yeah.
She can be that tough hard ass who's going to shoot you in the face.
Yeah.
Hey, but she also has the gentler side.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame we don't get to see more of her.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in the second Cat movie, she passes away.
Which
So,
is sad.
yeah. Yeah. Well, we see her briefly later on.
She doesn't talk in that, I don't
She
think.
doesn't talk in that, but
It's there. It's the happy ending. We like it. And that's spoilers,
yes.
so we're going to shut up about that and focus on First Avenger.
Yeah.
He does get the serum, the whole transformation.
Mm-hmm. Super Soldier Serum.
And it's glowing bright blue, like this thing we saw in a little earlier in the movie, the Tesseract.
Yeah.
Which in this movie is basically the big plot MacGuffin that gives things energy.
Yes.
That's all it really is in this movie.
And Red Skull basically finds a way to
Weaponize it.
Yeah, weaponize it and use it to power his new machines that he builds.
Well, he tells the other guy to build them for him, but he uses them.
Yeah.
So, Steve becomes the second, essentially, because Red Skull. Super Soldier. He becomes a super soldier.
Yeah, because technically later on,
Red Skull got shot. Not Red Skull. The Doctor got shot again.
Yes, but also in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Spoilers.
You find out Steve and Red Skull were not the first super soldiers and that they were working on it earlier because
that makes sense.
Yeah, they were already working on super soldier serums earlier, but Steve and Red Skull were the first
successful
ones that weren't driven mad.
Well, Red Skull.
Oh yeah, but
Steve was the first really successful one.
Yes.
Okay. Then the mentor dies.
Yeah.
His final act is to remind Steve that he is a good man.
Yes.
No words.
Yeah. He just points
to his heart.
And that's part of being a good man. You have a good heart.
Yeah, and we get to one of my favorite scenes in the movie where he's figuring out to get used to this new body.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the square cube law.
Yeah.
Where yeah, you can work out and you could get, like bigger muscles, but
if you don't know how to use them.
That's kind of a square thing. Yeah, you can square a number, but what's going to be better than a square?
A cube.
Yep. That's why he also gets taller as well.
Yeah.
Hey, I could pump iron all goddamn day. I'm not going to get any taller.
Yeah.
But with the super soldier serum, you see that he does get taller.
Yeah.
That helps increase his strength. Next thing you kind of see him, he towers over everyone.
Oh, yeah.
At least in this movie.
Yeah.
At least in that first shot with him there.
Yeah.
So there could be some symbolism there, but Steve thankfully has a lot of humility.
Yeah.
Good. Becomes great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of my favorite scenes in this movie is him figuring out, oh, wait, I can do this stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spy got in, tried to take the soldier serum.
Yeah.
He dies, cyanide pill, of course. And then, Cap gets put to work.
Mm-hmm. But not as a soldier at first.
As an entertainer and propaganda.
He sells war bonds.
And sings show tunes.
Yes.
And those little show tunes.
Yes.
When he's really be fighting out there.
Yeah.
He points out to Peggy that, all I've ever wanted was to join the military and help fight. I just didn't think I'd do it in tights.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Peggy gives him the inspiration, hey, you deserve better than this. Yes, you're not meant to, sing the songs, even though you're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go out there and fight.
Yeah. And then she mentioned something about the 107th Regiment or the 107th Battalion, which is the battalion that
Bucky's a part of.
Steve's friend Bucky is a part of, and Steve gets worried, so he goes to the general and says, "Well, hey, send me in, put me in, coach. I want to go out there and I want to save you, man."
No.
And the general says, "No."
For really no fucking reason.
Yeah.
No real reason that we picked up on.
Yeah.
The only real reason I picked up on is because he's disappointed that he only got Steve when he wanted an army of them.
Yeah.
Which, the reason could have been to keep him around as a lab rat.
Yeah, but you have to realize Steve is a one-man army anyway.
He's good. Steve is kind of at that perfect power level for heroes where, yeah, he can tank more than he should.
Yeah.
But he's not killing everyone just by flicking his fingers.
Yeah.
He's kind of at that perfect power level.
Yeah.
Which is why he'd be perfect to make a game about. Yeah. Introducing this tie-in game.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And,
so he goes behind the back of the general with Peggy and Howard Stark.
Yeah.
We see where Tony gets it from.
Oh, yeah.
Howard was not my favorite part in this movie.
No.
That was Peggy and Steve.
Yes, definitely.
Which means I'm just going to drop Howard unless he's important, like when he makes the shield later on.
Yeah.
I like Howard a lot more in Iron Man 2.
Yes.
Have we reviewed that one yet? I believe so. Yes, we have.
Yes.
So, to see that contrast of, yeah, he used to be a Tony.
Yeah.
Kind of fused into his character arc later on, but it's not really important to Steve.
Yeah. So.
But he dives into where he thinks Bucky is, 30 miles behind the front line.
Mm-hmm.
And saves every prisoner there almost single-handedly.
Yeah. And then they take the fight. And then they take the fight to Hydra.
Not yet.
Oh yeah.
When they're breaking out, he meets up with Red Skull.
Yeah.
They spar. They banter for a little bit.
Yeah.
It reveals, I have a Red Skull.
Yeah.
Now, do you think Red Skull worked better when he had the mask on or when he had it off? Not in terms of, just looks, because we know the answer, but in terms of character. Like, do you think it works when he takes the mask off? I think they should have saved that for later on in the movie.
Yeah. What they should have more saved.
Yeah, like when he punched in the face, you could see the red there.
Yeah.
I think they should have saved that for a little bit later on.
They should save that for the climax of the movie.
Yeah, where you have that red where you go, hey, wait a minute. Yeah. And that gives him a reason to actually, kind of hate Captain America.
Yeah.
Other than just their complete opposites.
Yeah, exactly.
Because does Cap even know Red Skull's name?
No. Well, he would know him as Herr Schmidt because he's a captain. He is privy to some military intelligence, and he was a big name target, but he didn't know his name was Red Skull. He would have went by his alias.
Well, here's the thing. Is Red Skull anything else other than to Captain America, other than another Nazi to punch?
No.
Again, not the greatest villain.
Yeah.
But where was I in the plot synopsis? Oh, yeah. They banter, they break out everyone.
Yeah.
They go back to base camp essentially with all these new soldiers and weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Peggy goes, "You're late."
Sorry.
Couldn't call my ride.
Yeah.
It got shot.
Yeah.
But he goes up to the general and says, "Hey, I'm ready for disciplinary action."
Yeah.
Says that won't be necessary since he basically got him an army.
Yes.
I want an army. Here's your fucking army.
Yeah.
he gets promoted. He actually gets to go in war times and actually fight the good fight.
Mm-hmm.
He's Captain America.
Yeah, he ends up taking the fight. He ends up taking the fight to Hydra.
Yep. We will give you a group of the finest men. I've already got the finest men.
Yeah.
He's got Bucky and he's got his Howling Commandos.
Yep.
I have liked them in this movie.
Yeah. And then...
Like, they're one-dimensional characters, by all means, except for Bucky and Cap.
Yeah.
But at least they were fun.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do something with your one-dimensional characters, at least make them fun, or at least have me like it when they die or get punched. Like slasher movies.
Yeah. And then they
take the fight to Hydra, montage time, there's a misunderstanding with Peggy because, my God, Captain America is hot. Yes. Everyone wants him.
Yes. And then they raid a train.
He gets the shield. Peggy's a badass.
Mm-hmm. And
raid the train.
Bucky gets...
We see the teamwork between Cap and Bucky, and they work really well together.
Yeah.
Like, you can have the finest people on the job, but if they are constantly at each other's throat, they're never going to work out.
Yeah.
Now, if you got a team that can work together, they could be incompetent as fuck at the job, but they'll get it done.
Yeah. But yeah, they end up raiding the train, and something's amiss because it's like, well,
it's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap, and Bucky ends up getting blown up.
No, he falls.
Oh, yeah, he ends up falling.
The train blows up, Bucky's on the outside, and he falls. Yeah. Seemingly to his death. Which, surprisingly enough, works in this movie.
Yeah.
Even though I know that he comes back, it still works. I think it's because I have a connection to Bucky and I have a connection to Cap.
Yeah.
And I know their relationship in this movie.
Yeah.
And I know their relationship in future movies. But then, Cap, he's going for it. He's still going to the end of it. He's trying to make sure Hydra is destroyed. Yeah. They capture the scientist. I forget what his name was. It Zemo? Was that Zemo?
No, that's not Baron Zemo. No. I forget what his name is.
He comes up again in Civil War.
Yes.
Yeah, Civil War.
Yeah.
But he isn't really that much here. He gives information to the U.S. troops.
Yeah.
He made the weapons.
Yeah.
And he called Red Skull a masterpiece.
Yes.
Also insane.
Yes.
But they find out Red Skull is targeting everything and everyone to blow the fuck up.
Yeah. So they find out that, and Cap goes after him to stop him.
Breaks into the facility where we have the bike scene that I don't like.
Yeah. Any competent soldier could do that.
No, you were originally liking it. Don't just share my opinion.
I will admit, I liked it. Yeah, I did, but
it didn't show off any of the strengths of Captain America. It showed off the strengths of that bike.
Yes, and that is a damn cool bike, and I want that bike.
It blew up.
I know.
I wanted that bike.
Yes.
So, the fake plane jet thingy that looks like a smile.
Yeah.
Is taking off.
Actually, I thought it looked like more of a boomerang to me.
True.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking of Batman and Superman, the animated series, where Joker got his hands on one of those fuckers. He put a giant smile on it.
Oh, yeah.
But the Captain and Peggy show up in the bitchin' car of bitchingness.
Oh, yes.
It's a Hydra car, so whatever happens to it, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Not a scratch, Doctor.
Yeah.
Not a scratch. Peggy and Cap finally get that kiss, and I was wondering, wait, didn't they kiss in this movie? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
So it was at the perfect time, I think.
Yeah.
Either that or my brain said, this is when they do it.
Yeah.
I felt that was earned.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This review has just mostly been you going, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Have some opinions, Gavin.
The German soldier's armor in this is pretty cool.
Hydra.
Yeah. The Hydra soldier's armor in this is pretty cool. They look pretty good. They looked pretty cool.
Okay, so he gets on the boomerang bomb. Fight scene. Gets to Red Skull. Well, they have. Oh yeah, I forgot. When Cap got captured. When was that in the movie? Was that before the takeoff? Like they were storming the base and then he got captured.
Yeah, okay. He gets captured on purpose to go see and talk to Red Skull.
Okay, there was the point in that where Red Skull asked him what makes him so special.
Nothing.
And that fucking boils Red Skull's blood. Because for him, he is above everyone else.
Yes.
Because of the super soldier serum shit. Try saying that 10 times fast. And Cap, in his eyes, is just like him, above mere mortal men.
Yes.
So for him to say, no, I'm not special, I'm nothing, I'm just a kid from Brooklyn, it pisses Red Skull the fuck off.
Yeah.
That's kind of... You got one half of the character dynamic, why they should hate each other. But Cap just sees it as another Nazi to punch.
Yeah.
So, working on it.
Yeah.
But again, fast forward to fight scene.
Yeah.
He compromises the Tesseract holding thing.
Mm-hmm.
Red Skull picks up the Tesseract. That was stupid.
Yes. And then it unleashes his power.
Dies? He teleports.
Yeah, he teleports.
And he survives for 70 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
70 or 80.
Well,
but that's later.
And then after he teleports with the Tesseract, the Tesseract drops. It's still activated and then melts through the plane.
Steve kind of goes, well, that just happened. Not my problem anymore. Yeah. This is more important.
Yeah.
You know, the giant bomb jet heading to New York. Yeah. Why is it always New York? Why can't it be Wisconsin?
True.
Those Wisconsin people have had it good for too long. Maybe they deserve some supervillains.
Yeah.
What about Florida?
They already have their resident supervillain, Florida Man.
Okay. But Cap's only option
is to
go down with the ship.
Yeah.
In the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah. Bumfuck nowhere ocean.
It's pronounced Butvec.
Oh, yeah.
I'm making a joke, Gavin. Okay. And he calls Peggy.
Yeah.
They set up a date.
No. They were going to go on a date before, but Cap calls her and says, "Well, hey, we're gonna have to take a rain check on.
Reschedules. He still can't dance. I would have preferred the line instead of she saying, "Hey, I'll show you." I would have liked it if she said, "You know what? Neither can I." I would have found that a little bit charming because in this she's kind of too perfect.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I liked her. The actor does a fine job.
Yeah, Haley Atwell knocked it out of the park with this.
Yeah, but, and again, she doesn't need to have flaws in this. She's a side character.
Yeah.
Cap is the main character. We're supposed to see his struggles, his doubts, all of his things. Peggy, I'm not trying to say this in a bad word. Her job is just to be the love interest.
Yes.
And for that role, she goes above and beyond.
Yes.
But you could argue if she was the main character, she'd be a Mary Sue.
Yes.
But yeah, he goes down with the ship. Peggy, I don't think she gets that dance. Until, spoiler, But Cap is not dead.
No. He wakes up in what he thinks is well, he wakes up and he really doesn't know where he is.
It is this room that kind of resembles his time period. Someone walks in, but he hears the game and he goes, "No, that's wrong. I was there when that happened."
Yeah.
And he's skeptical of everything.
Yeah.
And where am I really?
Yeah.
Bust out, wakes up in 2012
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah.
New York, which, God, that must be some amount of shell shock for him.
Yeah. And then all these Shield agents and Shield soldiers taking chase him, and then they end up surrounding him, and then Nick Fury,
Samuel L. Jackson himself.
Nick Fury comes and tells him, "Well, Cap,
We wanted to break this to you slowly, but you've been in ice for 70 years.
Yeah,
Gonna be all right?
it's gonna be 2000, and it's gonna be 2012."
You all right, Captain? Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a date.
I just had a date. Yeah.
Cut to end credits scene.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson is getting Captain America on board the Avengers initiative.
Yes.
Okay, what did I think about this movie? I'm going to start with Chris Evans.
Yes.
You remember how Robert Downey Jr. is perfect casting, right?
Yes.
You remember how Samuel L. Jackson was perfect casting,
Yes.
right?
Chris Evans is perfect casting for this.
You want to know why?
Why?
Do you remember when he played in the shitty Fantastic Four movies?
Oh yeah.
Remember how those had Stan Lee cameos?
Yeah.
Stan Lee himself said to the man, "You know, I don't think he'd do that great as a Human Torch, but he would do awesome as Captain America."
Wow.
Yeah. And you want to know something? He was 100% right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how the MCU fucking does it.
Yeah.
Like, Samuel L. Jackson was obvious. I
Yeah.
mean, the character's based off of him.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. was the character,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
And Stan the Man Lee picked out Chris Evans himself, so...
Yeah.
Honestly, the worst one of the...
Thor.
Yeah.
Chris
Sorry, buddy. I get it, you're hot, but I only liked you when you were fat.
Yeah.
Peggy, in my opinion, was the standout character in
Oh
this
yes.
movie.
Oh yes.
No, she had a flaw. She had quick temper.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Peggy, in my opinion, was the greatest side character in this movie. Better than Bucky.
Oh yes.
I'm invisible. Is this what it's like to be you? Cap, Steve, and Bucky are kind of our main trio.
Yeah.
Well, Cap is our main character, and Bucky and Peggy are the people we talk to the most.
Yeah.
I would have liked the Nick Fury reference.
Yes. Somewhere in.
Now I know what you guys are going to say. Nick Fury was in the movie. Samuel L. Jackson was there. No. There are actually two Nick Furies. Kind of. There was Nick Fury we know now, which is Samuel L. Jackson, and there was Nick Fury Sr., who was stupidly a white guy.
Okay.
They changed it to a black guy, and the black guy worked better.
Okay.
Yeah, but there was a Nick Fury Sr., and guess who he fought with? Steve motherfucking Captain America Rogers.
Okay.
And we didn't get him.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I suppose we already had one Nick Fury. One will do, and it's Samuel L. Jackson, so I really can't complain.
Yeah.
What about you? Favorite scene, favorite character? Want me to do it first?
My favorite scene is when he okay. When he's at basic training, one of the captains makes all the soldiers climb.
Guts. Oh wait, not that.
No. He makes them climb up climb up this flagpole and get the flag. Well, people they're trying to climb up
The
it.
first one of you that can get that flag can ride back with me and Agent Carter.
Mhm. And he also makes a point of saying, and no one has been able to get that flag in 15 years. So they're all trying to brute force it and take and climb their way up. Steve just goes over. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Unhooks a pin. The pole falls down. Pulls off the flag, hands it to him, and
Gets in the truck.
yeah, gets in the truck.
Another standout scene I would have pointed out was him jumping over the seat.
Yes.
Because the general is pointing out the person he wants to be the super soldier,
Yeah.
who I don't even think gets a line in this.
No.
And they kind of single him out in two instances. I'm thinking, why is this guy important? He never shows up again.
Yeah.
Okay. And he goes on this point of it takes guts to win a war, and he throws a dud grenade into the troops.
And all the other ones run away like a bitch. And then,
Steve Rogers jumps right the fuck on it and tells everyone to get back.
Mhm.
It's a dud. Is this a test?
Yeah.
And the doctor goes, told you so.
Yeah.
Favorite character, obviously, for me is Peggy.
That would be probably the same with me. I would say either Peggy or Dr. Erskine.
Steve doesn't really get that much until Winter Soldier, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But out of the MCU movies we have seen thus far, including Incredible Hulk, because I always forget about that one,
Yeah.
the first one I'd rewatch is Iron Man.
Yes.
Second, I think, is this.
Yes.
Third, I think, is Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then Thor, then Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was interested coming back to this one, see how it'll hold up. And this financially tanked
Wow.
when it came out. Because it's just Captain America's origin story. Everyone kind of knows it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really do anything to evolve that, challenge the character.
Yeah.
Because you could say Captain America in this is kind of a flat character.
Yeah.
It's a flat character arc. People around him change, he doesn't change. Which can work in some cases.
Yeah.
And I think it does. But there was nothing really to challenge him or do anything with.
Yeah.
Like with the character, that mostly happens later on in the movies.
Yeah.
Nothing really challenged his philosophy.
Yeah.
He challenged Red Skull's philosophy, but Red Skull's the villain, and he wasn't the best, sorry.
Yeah.
So, not a bad movie,
Definitely not. No.
but it's overshadowed by the other Captain America movies.
Okay. Now, let's get down to the important thing. Out of 10, what would you rate this?
I usually hold around a 7 or a 6.
I would say a 7.
I'm gonna go 6 then.
Okay.
Sorry, Red Skull isn't that interesting as a villain.
Yeah.
So, but next we meet, we know it's gonna be a 10 out of 10.
Avengers.
A 7. And the UK, it's Avengers Assemble.
Oh.
We'll get more into that when we get to that movie.
Okay.
But next time we see each other in the MCU reviews, it's time for Earth's Mightiest Heroes and Black Widow and Hawkeye to assemble to fight off Loki. Avengers.
Assemble.
Oh my god, I'm hyped.
Yeah.
But before that, what do you guys think of Captain America, the first Avenger? That's a bold-faced fucking lie. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll get more into that in Ant-Man.
Okay.
Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to see more of my amazing content, and hit that little notification bell to see when I upload all the time. Until next time, I've been Hyper Super Sora, and
Dark Side.
sayonara.